I'm Nico Romo. I am the owner of Nico Oyster and Seafood. Today we're going to be cooking the beef tartare. Really the inspiration of the beef tartare, we did this dish 5 years ago when I opened Nico. It's kind of like educating classic French dish, and then we kind of put a twist to it. So kind of make it accessible to people who are not always going to want to eat a raw beef. So that's what we came up with, basically a grilled cheese. Having that little grilled cheese, warmish toast on it, and kind of softness, and kind of give you that bread, and then you get the raw beef with it. I think people are way more prepared to go for it and try and test it, and instead of just a piece of raw beef, on the plate. And that's basically why this dish was created. It's kind of like fusioning, again, being in another country and then coaching and teaching people how to eat raw beef, and then pushing them to their limit with something that would be like, oh, well, you got a grilled cheese sandwich with it? That's so cool. I want to try that. And that kind of get people engaged. So first we're going to create a grilled cheese sandwich. So we're going to go ahead and melt this butter real good. While our butter is melting, we're going to we have this whipped cream cheese that we make in the house. And you want cheese everywhere. We're going to put those on top of each other. Put a little more. The goal, obviously, when you're toasting this is to make sure you got plenty of butter all over the bread. So it has a nice coloring on it. There. Now we're going to get a nice toast on both sides. We're going to bring it to the cutting board. We're kind of cut the edges. So you just kind of want that nice square. And then now we're going to start working on the mix of the beef tartare and mix it all up together. So now we're going to start mixing the ground beef. So we basically have our ground beef that we ground in-house. This is basically a lot of ground tips. We use a lot of beef shoulders. And then we just basically put right into it. Put a couple pieces of caper in this. I like to put cornichon all the time. What we do is we slice them and dice them real thin and mix it up inside. Shallots, I always advise to cut your shallots like last minute if you can in the house, because those will get really soft really quickly. Then we do basically a Dijon dressing that we're gonna use again around the dish. Kind of have as a little bite, and I like to put that in. And that's our mix already ready to go. Traditionally, your beef tartare is always done at the table, right in front of you, that kind of thing, and people choose how much cornichon, how much sauces they want, that kind of stuff. We mix it up for you, obviously, and we just make sure it's like the perfect combo. So these are Philly eggs from a local farmer, and basically just throw the eggs right in there. Salt, pepper, always have a little fresh lemon juice for acidity, and then we'll mix. Break that eggs, and you go. Do a nice little spoon, and then we'll just come right on top, and voila. Now we're gonna go ahead and garnish this up. First, what I like to do is we all boil the eggs, and basically how you do deviled eggs. Anyone know how to do that. Well, we keep just the yolk and we just pass it through to get that nice, cool yellow crumble. And I like to just pour it all over like that. Give you that egg yolk look. Then we grab the fried capers, which we fried. Later you can just put regular capers, fry it into a pan with a little olive oil, and boom, boom. Then we have to have our chives, just our little shallots, and our fresh crisp right over. Red onions, and we literally just marinate them together to kind of give you that beautiful color on the dish. Another thing I like to always use at restaurant, we see a lot of Nico, is the funnel rounds. So I always use those as a garnish. Just love them, like a little herb. And then to finish it, we use Cajun caviar, and we just kind of like to put that all over, give you that salty and a little bite in it. And voila. I'm Nico Romo, and this is our beef tartare from Nico Oyster and Seafood. I hope you enjoy. Can make sure you get some caviar on that. Oh yeah, that hit the spot.